3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, it's Eric Leo 108, the sociologist, philosopher, and hip hop artist with the Monday update for October 6, 2025. I need reviews for my books. I got the hard copies in. This is Canon Will Do, and this is Farming Humans. You can find them as a hard copy. Great read. Would love your support. I need reviews, is what I really need. I release a new track every Friday. I'm currently live on Instagram, School, and YouTube. I go live every Friday at noon Eastern for a listening party on at noon Eastern for a listening party on TikTok and YouTube, and School, and noon on the first Monday of the month for the Monday update. Go watch the Friday listening party if you want a bar for bar breakdown of tracks and to know what's coming out the next week. The Cowbeats Collected 2 album was released January 24th. The Global Warning album was dropped February 21st. The Sax Music album dropped March 21st. The Tantu Gems album dropped April 18th. The Sea Love album dropped August 29th. The What Now 2 album will come out just in December, and that's available right now. You can get it early before it comes out on streaming by going to fience.com/whatnow. That's FIENSE.com/WHATNOW. Yes, so I'll be pushing that. That's basically what I'm going to be pushing. This is your reminder to please subscribe and like the video. It really helps the channel. Working projects and personal updates. I am no longer going to read the blog post in the Monday update. I'm going to do that in the Friday listening parties. This month is going to be a little weird because I got some controversial tracks that I don't know if I can put some of the stuff on social media platforms. I just have to be careful. So I am changing the Monday update to once a month. It takes up too much time and no one watches it. It's basically just for me, and my time would be better put to use somewhere else, like finding funding or doing content, which has been my main goal for months now. I recently listened to Alex Hormozy, and he was saying you're spending too much money working on basically the tasks that don't create money, and you're not working enough on tasks that do make you money. So I'm trying to switch that. And we'll talk about what that means. I'm going to beef up the Friday listening party. So I'll let you know what tracks are coming out the next week in the Friday listening party, and I'll give you I'll read the blog post there. I am going to be working on funding and content instead of the Monday update on Mondays from now on. Yeah, plans. I have emails I have to send. I'm gonna send Strange Music a demo with a nice letter saying, I could use a loan or whatever. I can't get traditional funding because I don't have a job. So in funding is it's really just not there for me. If I could get somebody that actually believes in what I'm doing, and it's probably gonna come from a fellow artist, it would be really helpful if I could get a loan. And that's to put towards marketing. All of it's going to be put towards marketing. Otherwise, I have to spend my personal money on marketing, and it's limited to at max it's $100 a month right now. It's probably going to be $50 a month, and I'm gonna try to get good at Facebook ads. I have mentors like the Raini group that will help me with all that stuff. It's just the money. I don't have a job, and to keep health care, I can't work a lot to for a lot of money or whatnot. So, and in the place I live, I can't find a job that I like, and I've been trying to move for like 3 years to Kalamazoo to try and get. It's a whole thing. This is why I always talk about how America's a piece of garbage. For me, for people like me, um, I created a sales page. I'm trying not to like use it as an excuse, but it like affects my life. There's like all the avenues for wealth are not here in America. It's the second gilded age. You know, I don't even want to get into it. Um, I am going to be working on funding for and content instead of the Monday updates on Mondays from now on. I created a sales page for my new album at fiance.com/what now. I told you about that. I have a lot more lessons for my courses on my school community. So I have I think I have 5 courses. They're broken down by archetypes like philosophy and rebel. Sorry, philosophy and sage, rebel and sociology, magician and cosmic, and then hero and music business, and everyman and personal. The everyman and personal, I'm gonna give to you like right as you sign up, so you get something like the first day that you sign up or whatever, and then it's gonna have like a little personal story about me. It gives an inside look about a day in the life video, and a week in the life track that will come out next year. Um, yeah, and I'm gonna put like the affiliate program in there. Let them know how to like be able to sell the courses and make money. So if you're a fan of mine, and so you can make money with me if you're a fan of mine. So if you push my content, you'll get paid. So things like that where you can get paid if you push my content. So we can both make money together, and then it's going to give an outline of what's in the courses. I haven't put that up yet, but I have like the courses themselves are at least $39 each. And then if you buy the monthly, you get access to me, and then if you pay for a year membership, you get access to um those courses as part of it if you pay for the annual. And yeah, you can I have lessons, like I have downloadable lessons, like you can download a PDF and print it out. So that's how I'm going to run it. Otherwise, I'll sell individual courses. Like the rebel one has like 12 lessons in it, so that one's at like $59 I think right now. The goal the kind of ideas make it around $5, so at least $39, or about $5 per lesson. So as it gets more lessons, it's going to be more expensive. So if you want to get in now, I would suggest getting in now. Otherwise, you might pay more in the future if you want to get into it. And then people that pay for the courses are going to be like, that's a one-time payment. And then like all the future courses that I put in there are free as part of it. So that's how I'm going to work that. uh, so I have a lot more lessons for my courses in school. I started a new course called Everyman. That's more personal and going to give a deeper dive into the other courses. I haven't talked any more about business to Instagram sponsorships. Um, yeah, I've been consistently doing content on Tuesdays. I just make a sales video instead of like, and then I just do it in my apartment. That's what I got to get used to, is doing it in my apartment. Because if I got to go someplace, I don't want to do it. It's like, it doesn't procure enough like results or whatever. and it makes me not want to do it, and it's a whole lot of work. So I've been going to keep the work down. I've been going a cappella, and it will help them focus on my lyrics. And if they like the lyrics, then they'll like the song. Um, Agrarian reforms would make amends, so we should tax billionaires at 99% until they don't exist. They never worked for it, exploited labor and amended it, then act like they invented it. That probably makes them pissed, but I really don't give a shit. Pay your entire carbon footprint, or I hope you suffer, bitch. That's doing pretty well. That little segment from Thriller that will come out in I think the third week of third Friday in October. Um, but yeah, stuff like that, just making a making a short of that, of me just spitting that in front of the camera, stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't made any progress on online performances. I feel like it's just going to be the same thing with the lives unless I like start like sharing it and like getting people to show up. I don't think it's going to take off. It's and which is like a whole nother thing of work that I got to do. It's just like I really want to focus on making content for the website for this new sales page. And then once like a new album comes out, I'm gonna like release singles up to like the whole album, and I'll make a sales page when I have all the songs for the album, and yeah, and sell it that way. So I'm actually trying to go direct to consumer and make money off of. I've been getting a lot of views on the sales page. A lot of them are from China. I don't know where this traffic comes from. Um, but anyways, yeah, I haven't made any progress on the online performances. I think it's going to be the same thing as going live for these types of things in the Friday listening party. The Charlie Kirk track releases this week, along with some hard hitting criticisms of the Trump administration coming out this month, like Yeah, We Bang Too, and Thriller, and MAGA. I think it will actually be good for my brand because it will let people know who I stand against, and that's like a whole thing with branding. You want to know who you stand with and who you stand against. Um, but yeah, I plan on sending a demo to Strange Music and contacting KRS-One and Lupe Fiasco, well, their management, just to let them know I exist, just to be like, hey, I'm picking up where you left off or are still doing. I'm trying to build off of your work. Um, it would be nice if you had some words of encouragement. That's all I'm really looking for. It'd be nice if they could, invest in me. But Strange Music, I'm looking to invest in me. But I don't think like someone that has a deal is really in the position to invest. I don't know if I want like a corporate deal. I want to stay independent. So I would have to see the numbers on that and really have to be able to keep my messaging my own, and they couldn't control like when I release or if I release. We would have to set up if I ever did. I'm not saying I'm opposed to like a big corporate deal, but they would have to be really really hands off. Um, they would have to give me creative control and let me release when I wanted to release, um, or at least consistently. And they couldn't control what I say and everything like that, and that would have to be in the contract. But I would rather build it. I'd rather just get a loan from like a business, a label, but they don't do that. They want like percentages of earnings from royalties, where I just want to straight up loan and pay them back. So, which is like I can't get a traditional loan from a bank. That's why you're a piece of garbage, America. Like, there's no help for people like me. Like I've been searching for grants for months to years. Um, all this stuff. This is why I'm always on Twitter talking about how it's a piece of garbage. It's because there's no like avenues for wealth anymore. Like I've tried, I can't go to school. That's that's tens of thousands of dollars. I can't afford that on a disability. I can't find a good paying job. It's minimum wage, and minimum wage isn't a living wage. And then I can't start a business because I can't get funding for to start that business. Like I have a successful business. I spend less than I make currently at the moment. Um, but it's not it's not sustainable. It's not you can't grow uh, and you can't hire help. So that's what America is. Like it's just what it is. Like there's no avenues for wealth. There's no way to better your situation. It's the American dream is dead. The American dream is dead. There's no such thing called the American dream. And I'm gonna shut America up about that. Especially if I ever get in the position. I'm not gonna change my tone. It's still gonna be it's a piece of garbage in America. It there's no American dream. Like I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Like you're gonna have to change the society for me to be able to say that. It's not gonna just. I'm not just gonna be like, oh my god, I made it. No, like if the people aren't, um, if the conditions don't change for the people, I'm not gonna change my tune. So I'm going to try and get good at running ads with the little money I have. It's gonna be like $50 a month until I find funding. Um, basically, I need to reach my audience, and it's like all these artists, like even big name artists, they think all you need is good music. No, you need marketing dollars. Like I'm not gonna go into it, but you could like there's a whole systems and world that you have to create with your media to be able to reach them and create this storyline in your media that all takes money. I can't even afford to like make a pitch deck or a mood board. Like I don't have enough money to buy the bulletin board and buy the crafts and all this stuff. Hey, thanks Froggy. Hope you're doing well too. Howdy. I just don't have the money for it. So like this is why I'm saying like it all takes money. Like this is why the American dream is dead. It's pay to play in America, and everyone understands that except Americans. So like when artists come to me and I say, it's all about marketing, and they say no, it's the music, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's not about the music. And like I have music that is like doing well and I'm not pushing it or whatever, but it's going to take years. This is why they say it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. Well, I can't really wait that long. I'm like 40. Like so you're wasting my life and genius, America. This is what I'm saying of your people too. You're wasting your most valuable asset, your people. You're wasting it so we can give billionaires more money. Yes, I'm doing okay, thank you. The September 19th Friday listening party got deleted by accident. That's the one where I talked about Dementia Don, I think, because YouTube said it was still alive, updating 3 days later. I posted the school recording in its place. Yes, I am putting myself out there being productive, but it's not enough to make it. I'm still not profitable. I guess I'm profitable. I'm not. I can't grow. I can't grow at the rate I want to without an investment. Um, I run a very tight ship. I run budgets. I have budgets for like everything. I have an operational budget. I have a marketing budget. I have a business plan, an operational plan. Like I have a temporary like get me through the rest of the year budget and plan. And you have to if you're in my position because you don't have enough to not worry about it. So, okay, that was it. It's good to see you, Froggy. Thanks for being here. that was it for the for the Monday update. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Um, it's just frustrating. Like I said, it's pay to play, and if you don't have the money to pay, you can't play. Like even like I get emails like for like book sponsor, like for to get like I'm in the same ship with my authorship because they like publishing companies, record labels don't buy artists, they buy audiences. And so if you don't have an audience, they're not going to invest in you because they need somebody to buy from you. And to get that audience, you need to put in marketing dollars to be able to reach that audience. Or you gotta go viral on like on social media, which doesn't really work because like that's like, for example, you have to use a trending song. How am I supposed to sell my music if I'm doing other trending songs? So they go to you for your trending songs and like cosplay content basically, but then you're trying to sell music. No, in that case you have to put ads behind it. And if you don't have money for ads, this is what I'm saying. Like it's designed for you to have money, and it's pay to play, and if you don't have money, you can't play. So and then if you do work a job, like I'm fortunate enough to have time, but if you do work a job, you don't have enough money. If you don't have enough time to put towards your craft, open mics aren't going to do it. I've done shows before. It takes marketing dollars to reach your audience. How am I going to reach my audience? Like my audience is in like Portland, Oregon, or Toronto, Canada, or um, Sydney, Australia. Like these are what, or Hamburg, Germany. These are the things that show up on my Spotify that says these are the cities that are interested in me. So I either have to go play there, which again costs money to set up a show, or I have to advertise to them, which takes advertising dollars to actually target them and reach them. Otherwise, I have to hope I show up in their feed. And I do this type of thing where I make content and then I put my location in that place, but that's not good enough. Like it takes like 7 points of contact for them to hear you and see your message, sometimes 32 for them to be able to really see what you're saying and see if they like it and take an action on it. Like, and that comes with advertising. Like, it's not designed. You either have to be pretty, rich, or dead for people to care. So, yeah. Anyways, it's America. It's America. They want you. Everything costs money um, without the propensity to get that money. So I could do open mic nights, yeah, but then that will grow a local audience, and then if I'm controversial, a lot of people in my local audience won't like me. Like, so I got to worry about that. It's just like I need to reach my audience. That's not going to help me reach my audience. My audience is not going to be where I live. A lot of it, like in Michigan, isn't where I live. Lansing is probably a good candidate. Detroit would be a good candidate, but I don't live there. So I'd have to travel, which again costs money for gas. You don't understand how tight of a budget I work on. I don't travel because I don't have the money for it. Like I can't I can't afford to like do pay again, it's pay to play. Like I have people in the Raini group that say, one in particular that is talking about, going and doing shows or whatever and doing contests and getting on the radio. All that stuff to network with that costs money. It costs like hundreds to thousands of dollars. Not hundreds of thousands of dollars, but hundreds to thousands. And I don't have the money. So I'm back stuck in my apartment working towards this goal, hoping something takes off because it's not, it's pay to play. And those that can't afford to pay aren't recognized or won't grow. So I don't care what anybody says. Like, this is my experience with it. Like, I have more tracks than you do. I work harder than you do. The only thing you have is money. That's what separates me from like someone like Lupe Fiasco or Karis One or Kendrick Lamar. They have marketing budgets and can afford to fail. Like, I can't, yeah. I love them, don't get me wrong, but the necessary prerequisite to being successful in America is money. It is. It is like, yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's all I have to say. Because there's plenty of people that do work that don't make it. Like, there's people out there that you don't know it. You think that people with hundreds of tracks automatically make it. But there's people with hundreds of tracks that have dedicated their whole existence to this and they still haven't made it because they don't do marketing. Or they don't, and then if you do marketing, you realize you need money for marketing. So what's the differentiator is money. It's not the work. It's not the effort. It's not the time. It's not the dedication. The differentiator is money. It's pay to play in America. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my family. You're awesome. I love you very much. Until next time, you take care, all right? See you, Instagram. All right, school. Talk to you later. You don't want to use Spotify to promote. They have no retargeting, so you just waste your money. It's not like Facebook. It's not like Google or Facebook or Meta ads where you can retarget your audience. It's just there's a lot of people that I've talked to that are like, don't do Spotify ads. It's just a waste of money. So what you do is you do it's Meta or Google ads to get them on Spotify, but that's a low ROI, which is why I go direct to consumer. So, and you got to build that audience through an email list. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Facebook allows refined targeting, right? Yes. Yes, it does. Spotify has their own ads and they do not do that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my family. You're awesome. Love you, Froggy. And until next time, you take care, all right?